look at it this way, Opie. It's giving us more bonding time. Yes, it is. Well, hello there, you great, magnificent people. How are you on this beautiful day? I'm hoping you can hear me over the traffic. I really am. Right now, we are about 10 miles into Texas on Interstate 35, where we parked last night. You really couldn't give her a good pre-trip, so we're going to walk around the truck, give it a little pre-trip, check that oil, pump the tires. You know the routine. Well, guys, if you've been following along, we're on our way to Mexico. Well, not Mexico. We're on our way to Laredo, Texas, where we will unload this load of pork at a building where trucks from Mexico will grab the trailer and take it from there. So my load of pork is going to Mexico. I'm not going to Mexico. Well, guys, had a rough night, had a long night, so I'm thinking we're just going to keep the chitter chat to a minimum for a little bit. We're just going to go ahead and hit the road. I'll be back with you here in a little bit.
Schmidt, right on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, man, I was wondering if I was going to be able to see you. I watch your YouTube channel, man. Keep it up.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
I had a fender bender about 5 miles ahead of you. That's why I found better already popped down there. Yep.
Well, we're right around that Temple, Texas area right now. We are north of, well, we're north of San Antonio yet. Everything's going really good so far. We got through the traffic at a decent rate there in Fort Worth area. We did get kind of held up a little bit probably about 4 or 5 times, I think, between road work and a couple minor hiccups. I tell you what, Texas, you know how to make a man feel good. We got into Fort Worth, Texas, and we were probably running, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes. And within that 10-15 minutes, within that first 10-15 minutes, we had our first subscriber. I'm pretty sure that was you over there in that beautiful Kenworth W900 heading north on 35W. If that was, that's a beautiful truck you have there, driver. And once again, thank you for the kind words. After that, we had 4 more. That's kind of weird. That really is weird. You know, I've told you guys in the past how weird that is to be recognized out here on the road. And there you go. I blocked the sun with my big old head. To be recognized out here on the road, and it really felt good. I needed that today. I needed that good feeling today. As for right now, though, we are fueled up. The fuel line was plenty long, but we just had a little bit of patience and we got it accomplished. As for Opie's doing really good. He's riding real nice. We did have to turn the heater valves off on the sleeper and turn on, well, we're going to turn the air conditioner on in the sleeper when we get in there. So we're probably pushing mid-70s, maybe 80 degrees out right now. And I'm not complaining, because back home we've had a great December. I mean, this green grass, yes, it does look great, it feels great, but back home I still have green grass in my yard. Now as for the feeling of it though, yes, back home's in the 50s and 60s still, but when you stand outside and you know, there's still that little bit of chill when you're at home. Versus down here, there's no chill in the air whatsoever. You're just standing here and you are in pure sunshine. You're soaking in that good old vitamin D. As for right now, when I was shutting those heater valves off, you guys forgot to tell me something when we were doing our pre-trip this morning, and I found me a loose bolt. I heard the turbo sounding a little weirder than what it usually does, and this time was no, come on, sideways in. There you go. So we need to fix that up. So go ahead and grab some tools and we're going to get started at that. See that right there? This wasn't sealing up, so when the truck was pulling real hard, the turbo was sounding weird. I had no clue what in the world that was all about. I was thinking, well, that turbo should be in good shape. So we're just gonna snug her up here. If I remember right, I think we took this off when we were working on the truck, and I must not have got it tight enough. Well, we're gonna call that tight enough. Well, now we need to run into the truck stop real quick. Thought we were going to get away with not having to go in there. But we're going to run inside real quick and get some cash. That's one thing when you're down there in that Laredo area, McAllen area, anywhere on the border, cash is king. And if I remember right, they're going to want $100 cash to unload me. But then the guy who washes me out on the back side of the plant, I think he gets like 30 bucks to wash out my trailer. Alrighty, we got our cash, we're ready to roll. Well, we're gonna get back in the truck. I'm gonna eat some supper, give Opie some supper, then we'll be ready to roll. And no, don't pay attention to those golden arches. I got Subway this time. I must stay healthy. Right. Be back with you guys a little bit later on. Well, right now, guys, we're in Austin, Texas. I'm almost 100% sure we're in Austin, Texas. It's a beautiful city at night, isn't it? I love this city at night. It's one of those cities, it's like a Dallas, you know. The traffic isn't pleasant going through it, but once you get through it, you realize just how pretty that scenery was. And you don't get to see that a lot back home. That's another thing I like about southern Texas. Unfortunately, there is traffic, and that's what we're in right now. They're probably doing road work up here, I'd assume. A lot of road work going on. Well, we are 1 hour into this little journey. If any of you have been through Austin, you know Austin goes up and down like this. We've been stuck on every single hill coming through town here. First, last, Sludge is not liking life right now. I guess this would be one place where an automatic transmission would come in handy. What?
I've been seeing signs for quite a while ahead. Shut down.
I'm stress eating. Every time I get on the CB and talk to somebody about getting off the interstate, they say it's just as bad. I still don't know what's going on up here, and we're coming up on 3 hours now. Oh, it's our turn to move 5 feet. Well, look at it this way, Opie. It's giving us more bonding time. Yes, it is. You want to hold my hand? We've crossed the 3 hour mark. I've eaten food. I'm petting my German. We should be sitting really darn close to Laredo right now, but we're not. I have looked at Google's map thing to go around everything, or to I've got on the CB and I've talked to a couple guys, and everyone is saying the frontage roads and the roads going around this little snarl up a truck can't fit on. So we set. Dad, it's okay. Yeah. You can sit here and pet me the whole time. Yes, I am now shaving my head while I'm sitting in traffic. We haven't moved in 20 minutes now. This is what we do. We shave. Usually I use a razor blade, but right now, well, I don't think I better break a razor blade out. So we're just going to use this handy dandy cheap little truck stop shaver. Oh my goodness, are we moving? We're moving! 4.5 hours later, I'm moving. Yes, thank you. Well, guys, we've made it to Laredo, Texas. Right there's Mexico. Right there's the World Trade Bridge into Mexico. And the border crossing as well. We'll show you all that tomorrow. As for right now, it is it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We were going to originally be here at 12 to 1 at 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah, we were going to be here at 10 o'clock tonight. I took an hour nap, not thinking I was going to have a 4.5 hour delay in traffic at darn Austin. Learned my lesson there. Always pay the money to take the bypass. What it ended up being was road construction. They closed one of the busiest interstates in America to ground up blacktop. Oh, mercy. You just got to shake your head and say, really? Was that the smartest thing to do? Is that a palm tree? I've never seen any this short if it is. When we were coming into town, I seen a lot of big tall ones. They all look like they got haircuts too. Oh, come on, keep up. Your leash is right there. I don't know if that's considered a true palm tree or not. I know there are true palm trees around us, and we're going to see them tomorrow. A lot of things I want to show you tomorrow. A lot of things. First off, when we leave here, we're going to go look at quite possibly the coolest rest area you will ever see. Well, that I've ever seen, and it is awesome. You're going to love it. It's just probably about 3-4 miles north of Laredo, Texas here. We do have a reload already. I will well, let's talk about the reload tomorrow. Today's video is probably starting to get a little stretched out. We've been around each other for a while now, right? I have a lot of new subscribers, but there's some of you that's been around with me for, well, almost a year. You know, we started doing this video thing probably, I think it was February of last year. Or I have to look to be sure on what day we started this thing. You guys have been with me through a lot of ups. I mean, a lot of ups. A lot of frustrating times and a few downs. You know, we there forever we didn't have any sad things to talk about on here other than maybe the truck breaking down or a load not going right. That all changed the past few months, hasn't it? Yeah, what was it? It was July that I lost Grandma, and that one hit me pretty good. If you guys remember right, we left the videos for a few days, you know, and quit doing the daily video thing. And then not too long ago, the family got, well, two of our 4 family members and my little crew here got the virus. Warden, she's doing pretty good now. She finally quit coughing as much. Tater Tot, you know, I want to say it's been 5 weeks now. Tater Tot still doesn't have her smell. She still can't smell a darn thing. And then after they got healed up, what else happened? Oh, well then Grandpa, you know, he had his nursing home that he's in right now had an outbreak of the virus. So everybody was freaking out pretty good then. We talked about that a little bit. And well then Grandpa got the virus. Oh boy. We were pretty worried about it, but you know, the first week there he did really good. You know, I talked to him once on the phone. He sounded pretty darn good. And then you know, as of, well, Sunday he was doing really good. I didn't talk to him Sunday, but some family members talked to him Sunday. Well, Grandpa took a turn for the worse. He took a pretty deep dive, and at 2 o'clock this morning, well, 2 o'clock yesterday morning, I got the phone call from Dad that we had lost Grandpa. Yeah, so Grandpa's up there with Grandma right now. I'm not sure what to think about it. I spent all day today trying to conjure up in my head, what do I think about this whole situation in the wise of my feelings. You know, I'm not really feeling I am incredibly sad. I will miss Grandpa calling me at the most inopportune times. I mean, he'd call me when I was backing into a door or opening up the doors, and you just always took it because it was Grandpa calling you. But I'm not happy, but I am, well, the last 3 months, Grandpa's been pretty miserable. He has said multiple times that he just wants to be with Grandma. He misses Grandma. He wants to be with Grandma. Well, now they're together. He's with Grandma now. So, like I said, I'm sad. I'm not happy, but I am happy in the wise of Grandpa is with Grandma now. So like I said, you guys have been around through a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Now, if you're a new subscriber within the past 3 months, I promise you guys, my life is usually not this depressing. We usually have, we're usually pretty upbeat, aren't we? We usually have a lot of good things to say, a lot of good things to talk about. It's just been kind of a rough one. Then there's, well, I'm not even going to talk about that. There's other things going on that, you just want to keep off of. Well, not keep away from you guys, but just keep off of here for a little bit. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to end this video on such a somber note. I truly am. You guys deserve a lot better. And this whole day has been kind of a wash, between getting stuck in the traffic jam and between having a host that's not very talkative. Now, I know you guys are going to send me comments to say, we understand, Kurt, no problem. Well, that's just because I have the best subscribers there is to possibly have on YouTube. Some of these guys out here, they might have 50, 100,000 subscribers, but they don't compare to you guys. You guys are the best. You truly are. So on that note, we're just going to go ahead and wrap this one up. You guys, keep yourself safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.
When there's no more hope is left in me, I can see what comes my way, and I'm always lost. There's nowhere else to go.